Hey guys, so this week we did our whole little timeline project and everything, and I don't know if I could pick like one event that or like movement that shaped the city today. I think after watching Tori's video response too, I think it's pretty evident that Hamburg as a city cares a lot about like not just their environmental impact, but just equity for all of its people. I think that it shows definitely like my side on the demonstrations and the protests. They were concerned about like immigrants living on the streets. They were concerned about this one building in particular, closing, and they were concerned about these apartments that they thought the city allowed to get so degraded just for the purpose of being able to knock them down and build something new. So they were really concerned with gentrification, and 7,000 people protested against it, which is one of the largest demonstrations they've had in Hamburg, I think I was reading. But it's just very interesting just how much, like, as a culture, they care so much about, like, not just the environment, but each other, like, their impact on the environment, but also just everyone having a safe space to live and to be and to exist is really interesting, because the building that was going to be shut down from, I think it was like 1989, was used as a social center for anarchists, and it was self-managed. And so it's just interesting to know that they have these little pockets of different people, but they still all come together and fight for them. And that also, again, goes hand in hand with them fighting for their environmental issues. The swan being protected is like a really big deal. It seems like silly in a way, but it's actually really interesting that they have this protection over this swan and that they were encouraging people to feed them. And I was thinking, maybe, I don't know if there was any research on this, and maybe I should look into this. So I was wondering what the environmental and like impact was on that, and like if it had an impact on biodiversity or anything like that, because I think that would be really interesting to see just how protecting the swan played into their environment and what it did for their environment. And then again, the demonstration on, why did this zoom in so small? On Alexander's slide, the environmental demonstration. So I think, like, as a culture, they're not afraid to protest, and they're not afraid to, as a culture, as a city, as a group, have their voices heard. And I think that's very interesting. That's very important when things like politics come to play, in order to get like political movements off the ground and to get things done and your voice is heard. I think it's incredible to see that the city can come together and do that. Like, culturally, I think it's very important. Okay, I will finish my rant. Bye.